Hi there and welcome to another episode of Rocket Fuel. I hope you're all doing well. Now in today's show I'll show you the best ways to optimize performance in DaVinci Resolve so your video editing is as smooth as possible. If you like what you see, hit the like button or the subscribe button and drop a comment below. Let's jump right in and begin. So how do we measure playback performance? Well, I've opened up Resolve and picked a video I created previously titled Apple Mac Tips and Tricks, which is available to look at on this channel. Now, before we can optimize the performance of Resolve, we need to know how it's doing already. So if we press play, you'll see straight away a frames per second appear and a green or red indicator. As you might have guessed, this tells you if system resources can obtain real-time playback or a smooth playback experience. The FPS display tells you how many frames the system can deliver every second, so mine is currently 30, and a green performance indicator means the system is achieving real-time playback, while a red indicator would mean there are not enough system resources available. This might indicate a limitation on CPU, graphics or storage resources, or a combination of all three. And if you find yourself in this situation where it's showing red, there are a number of features and options available to enhance your performance. Let's have a look at them. The first tip we're going to look at is performance mode. Performance mode is a fantastic feature that was recently added to DaVinci Resolve. It intelligently analyzes your computer's hardware configuration and automatically adjusts Resolve's image processing under the hood. So performance mode gives you better performance and a smoother creative experience. By default, performance mode is automatically enabled, but you can adjust or disable it entirely. So let's go into Preferences, Playback Settings and User, and as you can see, performance mode is set to automatic. Now there are two options that I recommend that I always set: hide overlays and minimize interface updates during playback. So let's save that, and there we go. Proxy mode. Now Resolve's proxy mode temporarily reduces the process resolution of an entire timeline. It's like changing the timeline resolution within project settings from ultra high definition to high definition while working on your editing, colouring, grading, etc. and then switching back to ultra high definition before the final output. The controls for proxy mode can be found via the playback menu option. So we go to timeline proxy mode, we have three. We've got off, half and quarter. I recommend trying half resolution first to see if you can get a green GPU status indicator during playback. So let's switch it to half. Stick our playback on as it's still green. So if we will get in red, the next option will be quarter resolution. But as you can see, we're still getting green. If you're still getting red, there are more options available. Let's jump into them. So tip number 3, creating optimized media. Now optimized media is basically Resolve's equivalent of offline proxies. It takes the original assets and creates lower quality versions that you work with before returning to original quality assets before output. To use, we simply go into media, find the clip that we wish to edit, that one, and then generate optimized media. There's the option. Now Resolve will intelligently select the best resolution for the media. And if you'd like a deep dive on an extra feature called Frame.io as well as Smart Bin, please drop a like below, and if we get 50 likes, I will create that longer and more in-depth episode. Another tip is caching. Now DaVinci Resolve has the ability to cache or pre-render its entire timeline to a more processor-friendly format with audio edits to a single stream of media. This typically results in smooth, seamless playback, though it comes at the expense of render times and storage space. Despite the added render requirement, caching can help with a variety of issues that we've discussed already, and can help you out when you have an older Mac, like I do. Now on the edit page you can see if clips are cached by a red bar that would appear along the bottom of the timeline ruler. A blue bar will indicate the clip has been successfully cached, while a red bar indicates the clip has yet to be cached. As you see with mine, I don't get any red bars. To adjust the settings for caching within your project, we go back to Media and we click on the little cog in the bottom right and we get to Project Settings. So we go to Master Settings and then Optimized, Media and Render Cache. There we go. Now the two main options I have always ticked is Enable Background Caching after 5 seconds and Automatic Cache Fusion Effects in User Mode. For Optimise Media and Proxy, I'll put Choose Automatically. Now there are some fairly advanced workflow settings utilising Render Cache Fusion output. Again, we can look at these in a deep dive in another episode if enough people want to see that. So let's save that and close. And that wraps it up for today. As you can see, one of the most powerful aspects of these features that we've discussed today is they don't need to be used independently of each other. We can easily combine them to optimize our workflows and obtain real-time playback. As you can see, DaVinci Resolve is not a one-trick pony in terms of performance optimizations. It offers a variety of features and settings that you can use to fine-tune your performance and get some real-time playback. My Apple Mac is nearly 7 years old, but with all the tweaks and the features I've shown today has prolonged its life and has made using DaVinci Resolve a lot easier. In the next episode, I'll cover project settings and also preferences that I use for video, graphics, storage, plugins I use, as well as any other tweaks. Now, if you like what you see in this video and you want more, hit the subscribe button and when the next video lands, you'll be notified. Also hit the like button as it makes a huge difference. And once more, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.